Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a terrific Thursday. And I am O'Don here in the Tri-State Show Traffic Center, your traffic jockey here in the driver's seat. Collar is just like the collar closed the right way. Yeah, we're in short sleeves here. It's a humid and muggy start to the morning ride. And John will have that. We'll do that forecast here in about between 5-10 minutes or so. I know we're coming on just a little bit late, just trying to get things settled up here this morning. And we're going to only go to about 8:40 or so. That's a setup for the NJ On Air folks coming up at 9 a.m. So doing a little show prep here beforehand, so I apologize for that. But we are up and running now on this early Thursday, July the 7th. Can you believe it's already the 7th of July already? Unbelievable. Let's talk to you about where we are here this morning. We're on Facebook and YouTube, so please go ahead and leave a comment and let us know where you're watching us from and how the audio sounds, how's the video, the whole 9 yards there. All right, so this half hour is going to be sponsored by the Vanilla Bean Creamery, CrimeForVanillaBeanCreamery.com. We thank Ralph for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. Wow, that's a mouthful after a while. Wow, okay. Yeah, so we thank Ralph for the proud sponsorship of the big broadcast. Now, I'm going to share the screen, friends, and we do have some major trouble with New Jersey Transit. So let's go there first. We will talk to you about the ride into and out of Penn Station now, up to 45 minutes because of a broken down train. So now it's a broken down train. I was hearing early reports this morning of it being some emergency track work this morning. So I have a feeling maybe the track work is as a result of the disabled train. Not quite sure. Doesn't make a difference, right? We're looking at up to 45 minutes worth of delay now on everything going into and out of New York's Penn Station. So they're going to cross honor those tickets, the typical stuff that they do with the tickets. And again, cross-honoring pretty much on every platform there, along with PATH, also at Newark Penn Station. And yes, we will update you later on. So again, this is literally just came in within the last half hour or so with this situation. So it's subject to 45-minute delays, which means you probably want to go ahead and give yourself at least an hour or more if you're heading in towards the city. Now, again, there's a couple factors involved in this. Now, the first is we are in a summertime, traffic pattern, and ridership is going to be normally low for the summer to begin with. And also ridership is certainly not back to where it was pre-pandemic, but the situation remains that there are still plenty of people out there who need to use New Jersey Transit to get into the city. So again, up to 45 minutes worth of a delay here this morning. It is really a tough ride for a lot of our friends on New Jersey Transit. So again, it says 45, but I certainly would say leave at least an hour is probably a good benchmark of time to go ahead and get in towards the city. Again, if you have a really important appointment, you definitely want to go ahead and even leave maybe longer than that, just on the chance that, just on the chance for some reason they have to potentially suspend service. I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen, but just on the chance that that is potential there. Again, friends, we are on Facebook and YouTube, and there, just looked at the comments. Alexandra, good morning. Morning, Don. How does the traffic look heading up to Paramus? We'll get to that in a moment. And a quick buenos dias from Anna. So good morning to you. All right, so let's go back here to Alexandra. We will go towards our maps, and she's coming out of the East Rutherford area, I believe, right? You're not down the shore. I think you're still up north here. So we are going to where? Paramus, 17. Just take 17 straight up to Paramus. It's fine. There is really nothing going on, as you can see here. Wide open. There's Paramus, Hackensack, Lodi, and then coming down in towards Ceterboro, and then eventually into East Rutherford. So that is going to be looking good for you this morning. All is clear. For the most part, our roads are fairly light as far as any major problems, catastrophes, if you want to call it. Again, it's the transit situation is really the big one. This is the latest incident page from DOT. Let me just refresh that in case something else popped up. We've got a crash injuries on the AC Expressway West out by 168 and east of the western terminus at 42. 295 north at Black Horse Pike and Belmar. Right shoulder is closed and the crash vehicle off the roadway and the turnpike northbound south of interchange 8. All lanes are open to traffic. Doesn't say which side of the road it is, whether it's going to be car truck lanes or car lanes. And Alexandra says yes for me, Rutherford. Yes. So so you are looking good there, Alexandra. Up to Paramus. If you're leaving now, it looks good. There hasn't been any kind of construction on 17. If there is, it would be closer towards like the Route 4 area by the Garden State Parkway, maybe, if anything sets up later. But that wouldn't set up until probably well after 9, between 9 and 10, because there was a little bit of a delay as we got to about 9 o'clock yesterday. But again, that just could have been something out of the ordinary. To me, it looked like it was probably some road work maybe setting up. But I think you're in great shape here this morning. Let's go here. I know there's a camera. I think this is the camera that they're referencing is 42 here at the beginnings or the end of the AC Expressway. And it is hot in this traffic center today. Wow. It's just steamy. Humidity. That's the other situation, is that in parts of southern Jersey, it is actually raining here this morning. So got to add some extra travel time there for your morning ride. Let's continue on 42 here on up to 55. Now, I didn't see any kind of road work there. I mean, the crash, so that may have just been clear. You can see it's coming down at a fairly decent clip here on 42 at 55. So maybe that's also going to hold back some of our friends as well, taking to the roads here this morning. Let's go back to the maps. And let's go down here again, just in that area of 5542. Once again, roadways are a little bit wet here in southern Jersey. Parkway looks pretty quiet out of Cape May, Atlantic, Ocean counties. We continue over to the Parkway. Now, I'm not sure what this is, why they're saying it's closed until 10 a.m. That's incorrect. That's not right. And Turnpike South until 11:30. I don't know who put that in there. That's completely wrong too. 78, 287, and 80. Western flank of the state is good. Northern parts of New Jersey, 17, 287 is fine. Your Parkway is starting to build some more moderate volume here in towards the Bloomfield area. And I don't know why they're saying that the eastern spur of the Turnpike is shut until 11. I'm not quite sure where all this stuff is coming from, but nonetheless, we are pretty much looking good across the board. Now, let's get to the weather here now, because we were just talking about that. And this is from our good friend, meteorologist John Rocco. You can follow him on Twitter at John Rocco WX, as well as Facebook. So again, you did see some of those showers here this morning, and why I have a feeling I did put the wrong slides in. So we're going to back here. We are going to go here, and let's bring up the radar for the area. As you watch that, I'm going to take a minute and go ahead and get the right forecast for us. I don't know why that did not load the right set of slides. So hang on and listen to a little little bit of music as we chill out to the radar, and give me about 30 seconds to a minute. A minute. All right, friends, we are back. Now I have the right forecast. I don't know what happened. I think I clicked on yesterday's slides. So Johnny says that some showers are expected, mainly in South Jersey, as you just were watching the radar for a moment. And again, temps are, kind of a steamy start here this morning. In fact, let's go back towards that radar as I speak here this morning. So it's really, the latest update here. 7:14 now is our latest radar from our friends at the National Weather Service. You can see, most of South Jersey is in the rain. Parts of Cape May, Atlantic City, especially on those cameras here on 42, is really going to be a soaked ride. Same thing on the Turnpike, 295, even parts of 70. And also out towards Long Beach Island. Really not the greatest of starts for the morning ride. Some pockets of clearing here on 195 and the Parkway exit 98, but the western side of Monmouth County is seeing some showers. Same thing with the Turnpike. Mercer County also seeing some rain. It's really like south of the Driscoll Bridge. That is really where this rain is holding off, maybe just clipping the Rockaways here, as well as parts of Long Beach out on the island. But other than that, as we widen it up, you can see, again, south of the Driscoll Bridge, everything is in showery mode here, but then north of that, everything else is looking pretty good. So it's just concentrated right in here, heading towards the east. So again, a little bit of a wet start for some of our friends. All right, so let's go back to Johnny's forecast here this morning. Hi, I can't see. That's why I'm way down the bottom of the screen. Oh, I think it's the humidity. I don't know, Anna. Maybe it's the squirrels too. Wow, it is just a hot mess here this morning in the traffic center. There we go. Now we got the right button. Oof. Well, that's what happens when you're live. All right, so we go to the temperatures here again. A steamy start into the lower to mid 70s here, maybe up towards Sussex County, a little bit cooler, but not by a whole lot. Again, lower to mid 70s here in the 5 boroughs. Same thing out to the island, lower to mid 70s, Islip, Shirley, Port Jeff. And you did see where that rain was just clipping the south shore of Long Island, especially out towards Long Beach. A little cooler up here in the Hudson Valley between the mid to upper 60s. So a little bit better temperature wise, but again, the humidity is a little bit higher. Same thing in southwestern Connecticut, definitely a little bit cooler up there in Torrington and Hartford, into the low to mid 60s. So, that could be part of a light cold front kind of suppressing that precip from progressing north as that is dropping south out of, New York State and Canada as it's coming south here. So that's why those temperatures, I think, are a little bit cooler up towards the Torrington area here this morning. Here's John's forecast. Morning and early afternoon showers, mainly here in South Jersey. I think that's going to kind of stay right there just south of the Driscoll Bridge and 195. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind here this morning. And again, temps are into the upper 70s to just around 80 degrees. So a little cooler than it was yesterday. Yesterday was a fairly warm day for most of the day. Temps getting in towards the lower 90s in certain areas. But again, it was a pretty hot one for yesterday. Now here are the weather threats. Once you clear Later this afternoon into this evening, things start to clear out a little bit. Friday is going to be looking good, but Saturday now looking at potentially a shower, possibly south. Then after that, Sunday and Monday are in great shape. We'll be back at 7:45 with your exclusive 7-day weather forecast. Now, we want to talk to you very briefly here for our sponsor, Mr. Ralph Koppelman, in his 13th season out of Queens, New York. And he is the proud owner proprietor of the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey. 208-272-3000 is Ralph's phone number. And you can go to his website at cranfordvanillabeancreamery.com for more information, located at 22 North Avenue West. Now, again, Ralph has some of the best ice cream anywhere to be found. As you can see, some great pictures here, especially that cotton candy. I keep pushing the cotton candy, and I hope some of our viewers go up there and get some of the cotton candy, because it is absolutely outstanding stuff. The Vanilla Super Crunch is a terrific deal as well. And also, he has those quarter three, the vanilla chocolate strawberry, which are just amazing. As well as, he has the sorbets, which are really refreshing on these hot, steamy days in the summer. He's got the blood orange as well as the lemon, and also the peach and mango, which is new. It's new to the lineup for Ralph. So again, head out to Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 908-272-3000, located in beautiful and historic Cranford, New Jersey. All right, friends, we are going to go back to our action here this morning. If I can get my act together whatsoever, I'm all over the map here. Literally, I'm just going to get the latest fresh numbers here from New Jersey Transit, because it is just awful in this traffic center right now. It is just really hot. Oof, man. I don't know why it's so darn hot here this morning. Anna just started raining at Homedale. Yep, that's what we saw on the radar. And there's our friend the squirrel. That's right. Thankfully, they have not come back. They did a nice job on the roof. So they've found other accommodations. Because right now, I don't even think I want to be in here right now, because it is just so darn hot. Even got the air conditioner. I think the air conditioner just shut off here a minute ago. And wow, it's really in here. Maybe it's just me. I'm not sure. But it is really, really warm. So again, in Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, I feel like I just dive right into that ice cream case, and just go ahead and go to town on that delicious ice cream here this morning. And of course, the mouse is not working, so I'm just all out of sorts. It's 7:28, and so now we're down to 30 minutes. So that's good news there. And that's now it's earlier Amtrak repairs and a broken down train. So you've got a double whammy going on there, and they're going to cross honor all across the board here this morning. Let's show you the New York page here, and I'm actually just going to go turn that air conditioner back on again. I'll be back in a second. Okay, sorry about that. Wow, I really fire that up. It is really hot in here. I am just like sweating bullets, but anyway, all right, let's do a reset here of everything. Let's get all on the same page. Okay, so we'll come back to me now here this morning, and wow, you can even just see the sweat on my forehead. Holy cow. I don't know, it just got really warm all of a sudden. Also, make sure I'm still with you. I haven't dialed out. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, got it. All right, so welcome here as I get my act put together here this morning. Just all over the map, literally. Welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. O'Donnell, your traffic jockey here in the traffic center, as we are here at exactly 7:30 on a bit of a showery, rainy morning. Looking at some showers in the southern half of our viewing area, basically south of the Driscoll Bridge in Jersey, especially South Jersey, out to the Philadelphia suburbs. Looking at some moderate rain there on 42, the Turnpike 295, AC Expressway, the Parkway, coming down from Homedale where Anna is, about 116. on out towards Atlantic City, and then further south of that into Cape May. Definitely seeing some wet roads, but north of the Driscoll Bridge, we are relatively dry here this morning. I haven't seen any rain make its way through that part of the state. 5 boroughs, though, we are looking at some showers just kind of clipping the Rockaways there this morning in the southern section of Queens. So definitely be mindful of that. Also be mindful of our sponsor for this half hour of the big broadcast, and that will be Travels with Darley. We thank Darley Newman so much for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. You can find her on Amazon Prime, PBS Create, Wonder Woman Ovation TV's Journey, and head over to her website, darley-newman.com, for more information. All right, so with that said, let's go back to our action here this morning. And we've got the Whitestone Bridge on the Queens side of things, with a crash being reported there. We got some issues on the Sprain as well. So look for that here this morning. So we will go over for, you know what, let's do this. Let's go to the Hudson River crossings now. Let's do that first before we get involved here this morning with city here at 7:30. And so about 20 at the Lincoln, 20 at the Holland. Well, we'll put it on average about 15 to 20 across the board. Let's just put a blanket coverage there for what we're seeing at the Hudson River crossings. Staten Island is looking good, but the area of 440 a little congested here passing Arden Avenue heading north, but really that is going to be about it. We will take it to the Verrazano is good in Mount Gowanus, onto the BQE, all the way up into the Prospect is heavy across the top of the world. Fairly busy ride as you make your way out to the Brooklyn Bridge. The Battery Tunnel also going to be in pretty good shape. Southbound on the BQE is heavy here as you come out towards the Brooklyn Bridge as well. But, the belt is playing fairly nicely. It's definitely, a cloudy, gray start to the morning. And it's down here along the Rockaways. We're starting to see a little bit of rain. We'll actually show you the cameras there in just a minute. The belt going west of Kennedy is a little bit slow. Both ways, the Van Wyck is heavy at Hillside Avenue. Westbound LIE, you were really good until you get to the fairgrounds up to Woodhaven Boulevard. That is really about it. And then a little heavier here at the BQE, Midtown Tunnel, looking at about 10 to 15. It's about 10 here at the Queensboro Bridge. Grand Central is wide open. Cross Island North, some congestion here from the Sunrise Highway on up in towards the Grand Central. Cross Island is good. There is that crash on the approach into the Bronx, so you want to go with the Throgs Neck Bridge instead. Grand Central, that looks great. RFK Triborough doesn't look bad at all. It's the east side on the drive is heavy here at the RFK. The Deegan, pretty busy both ways, getting out to Yankee Stadium. But the southbound Bruckner, you're in a holiday pattern here when you're starting to see that, is going to be looking actually good. West on the Cross Bronx is heavy in towards the Bronx River Parkway. And then again, this is some rubbernecking delays at the Whitestone. Go with the Throgs Neck on in towards Queens. Northern Bronx roadways, Henry Hudson, Deegan, Bronx River Parkway, Bruckner, all in terrific shape here this morning. So let's go out to the island and go again with the Southern State Parkway. People are saying it's shut. I think this is for that road work on the eastbound side. So let's just go to the maps, and I think that's just a rough road surface. And there is nothing matching as far as any collisions or crashes are concerned between the Meadowbrook and the Wantagh State Parkway. Westbound on the LI, a little heavy at 39, a little crowding here at 135, but that is about it. It's a gray, cloudy, murky start here. Maybe a little congestion getting into Vets Highway west on the LIE, but Sunrise Highway is clear until you get out towards Southampton. Typical stuff here, getting out through the Hamptons, Watermill, Bridgehampton, and east on 24 and Riverhead is going to be a bit slow as well. Let's check out the Connecticut ride from my friends over at CTDOT and State Police. Good morning to those fine folks there. We will check in to see if there's any accidents or incidents. It's just delays on the Merritt Parkway as well as 95, 2622, 1813, and the 9 through 6, 4642 on the Merritt. So again, you pretty much your par for the course, your normal menu of delays on the Merritt and 95. Nothing out of the ordinary here whatsoever. So just leave a little bit of extra travel time. Lower Westchester, we are in the clear here on 287. A little congestion here on the southbound thruway south of the Palisades Parkway, but that is about it. Tappan Zee Bridge is moving fine. On up to Orange County, out of Rockland is good. 684 Beacon Bridge is fine. West on 84 is a little bit sluggish here into the Brewster area in 684, but that's about it. Look at 684 through Katona, Golden's Bridge, into Purdy's. Everything is just fine. Let's go back here to the city DOT cameras. Just want to show you where some of that rain is beginning to fall just a bit, and it's way down here on the south shore of Queens, out through Arvern. Well, that looks actually pretty good. Again, those returns on the radar may not actually be hitting the ground, and that's that. Yeah, so that's what we're seeing there. It's not really anywhere close to the ground level there. So again, sometimes it happens with the radar. It just picks up the precip in the air, but doesn't necessarily mean it's actually hitting the ground. Let's go up towards this crash by the Whitestone Bridge. Check that out in real time. I don't know if you're able to see anything. I think that's actually looking south. I don't think that they're actually looking up into the bridge. Anything there? It's certainly possible that it just cleared up. So 7:37 is our time. I've got 75 degrees here in the traffic center. It feels like 105 for some reason. I don't know why. I'm in the funky Hawaiian shirt because it's just a bit of a scorcher in here this morning. And yeah, let's go down here again. It's just gray and ugly out towards Jones Beach. A nice little weather shot there of the drawbridge. Yeah, you see those clouds starting to roll in. That's just that northern flank of some of that precip that we showed you on the radar. So it's starting to cloud over, get kind of gray. Not much of a beach day here this morning. Maybe later on today you may see a poke of sunshine there, but not a whole lot of sunshine. All right, so 7:37 is our time here this morning. Let's go over here. Wow, there's a million. It's amazing how many cameras Long Island has now. It's fantastic. When I was out there doing traffic, it was like, we had like 25 cameras. Amazing how many cameras that they've added to the official lineup. Let's go here out by 35. You can see that, LI looking, that camera's actually looking south, how dark and gray it is towards the south shore of this morning. Just not a pleasant start. Again, as we head further north, it looks like the less of the clouds obviously are going to be rolling in for the most part. Let's go towards the Hudson Valley now. So we'll take a look at some of these cameras here. And again, it's a cloudy start. There is no rain being shown here on any of these cameras at all. No live camera at this time. See what the Tappan Zee Bridge has got. Yeah. It's like, sawmill. So, one of those kind of mornings across the board. And again, we are on Facebook and YouTube. So please go ahead and leave a comment and let us know where you are watching us from. Let's go back really to the top story. Here is New Jersey Transit with 30-minute delays because of an earlier Amtrak repairs and a broken down train in one of the Hudson River tunnels. So look for that. And they're going to cross honor those tickets and passes here this morning by NJ Transit Bus, private carriers, and PATH at North Penn, Hoboken, and 33rd Street. Let's check in with PATH just to get a glimpse of anything here this morning that may be cooking up. Hoboken to 33rd delayed, and also Journal Square to 33rd, investigating a smoke condition in the track near 23rd Street. That was about 25 to 30 minutes ago, so that could be a bit of an issue as well. getting into and out of the city. Let's run down the MTA transit picture here on a Thursday. We do have, again, this is that track work that there are planned suspensions there. Southbound D train running with delays to remove the vandalized train from service at Bedford Park Boulevard. Okay. You may wait longer for southbound C train in Brooklyn. It's because of crew availability. We'll head over to the rails. Metro North is looking at delays. Again, Pascagoula Valley Port Jervis is shared operation with Metro North. That's why this comes up as a delay, because of the 30-minute delays there on New Jersey Transit. But, Long Island Railroad, we are really looking good, looking outstanding on an early Thursday morning. Again, we're just in that summertime pattern here at 7:41 where, it's just a very light volume. The work from home thing is really, I think, helping out a lot for our traffic situation during the summer. A lot of friends going on vacation. So that brings up also the point is like, you take the personal time off. Let's just say, for instance, you live in Manhattan and you decide to head to the Hamptons. Take your, scheduled week. And again, if you don't really have to kind of be in the office, or maybe you do or don't or whatever, you could theoretically still be out in the Hamptons and be out at the pool, as long as you have a Wi-Fi connection, and you can still be doing your work if that's the kind of profession that you have, that you're able to do it, and you're still enjoying all the luxuries of out by the pool, getting the sun, whatever, and that kind of thing. So, kind of work vacation kind of blends itself into a degree, and I think that's okay. I think that's pretty good. If you don't have to actually be in an office for any reason other than just because the boss tells you that you have to be in the office, and because they're paying the rent on some gigantic corporate building. If you can do the job just as well at home or from wherever, and there's no lack in productivity or, any other issues, then just stay home if you want to do that. It just opens up things so much to attract, top talent from around the world for companies, as if they have the remote option as a major selling point. There's a lot of folks who like where they live now, and they really don't want to move, but maybe situations arise where they need to change careers or job, or whatever they're looking to do. And they find a good position they think they're suited for, but it's another city. But if you can do it from remotely from home, no sense in, if you got kids and packing everybody up, putting them in the family truckster and heading out to some city that you're unfamiliar with, just makes things a little bit easier, I think. I hope that that's something that will continue, for quite some time. As I digress, way off the rails there. But just figure I'd just mention that because it is, correlated and related to traffic. Traffic volumes and so forth, where it's close to pre-pandemic levels in certain places. Some of the suburbs, I think, are, feeling more of a traffic impact, in New Jersey and parts of Connecticut and Long Island after the pandemic, because a lot of our friends here in the five boroughs and the city life, city living have moved out for greener pastures, literally. And, a lot of our, smaller suburb communities have now grown by 5-10%. Some of these communities only had 8,000-10,000 people in them, and 10% of 8,000 is only 800 people. So, over a 2-year span, it's a lot of people. So, it's a lot of the county roads in Jersey, same thing out on Long Island and up towards the Hudson Valley, are picking up, the bulk of a lot of the local traffic, as especially once we get back into the school season as well. All right, so it's 7:45 now, so let's give you another check of the weather, and this is from our friend meteorologist in training, Mr. John Rocco. He is a Rutgers weather student in beautiful Piscataway, New Jersey. And actually, I spoke to John via email about the show. It's actually his brother's show that he is helping out on. He's behind the scenes. He's not an actor, but he is helping out behind the scenes. He's going to try to get us some information about the show, where it is, when it is, all the who, what, why, where, how, and when, and all that fun stuff. Hopefully by tomorrow, because I think it's this weekend. So, but anyway, we thank John for the forecast. As you can see, we got the rain clouds there in New Jersey, as we showed you the radar earlier. And let me see if this will load up again for us. I think it will. We will put the radar in and we'll show you where that line of kind of demarcation is. It's right here. It's literally like just south of the Driscoll Bridge. It's just keeping these showers off to the south and to the east. You know, majority of our rain is here in southern New Jersey. Again, south of the Driscoll Bridge Parkway, from basically exit 120 all the way south into Cape May is under some showers. Some really are I can't even talk straight. Some more moderate, steady rain here in Burlington County, as well as Western Atlantic County, Western Ocean County, Mercer County. Just some light rain here in the Trenton area, but it's this darker greens here in these yellows. That's where the rain is really coming down, like on 42 and 55 through Washington Township, Sewell. Going east of that, Atlantic City, it seems to be relatively dry at this point. Even the Cape May is kind of dry, but it's up through Sea Isle City, Ocean City, seeing a lot of rain. So really not, if you're having that shore house this week, maybe it's the day to go put the hat on and go into breakfast, and we'll see how much, if any, kind of sun we get later on today. But again, the northern areas here, everything is going to be dry. So let's go towards the temperatures here again into the lower to mid 70s for New Jersey. It's, as I've been saying here, it's been Central Jersey, definitely a sticky, humid start to the morning ride. Lower to mid 70s here in the 5 boroughs. Same thing out to the island. Again, our temperatures are fairly uniform across the board. Maybe a little cooler up towards the northern sections of the Hudson Valley, into the upper 60s, approaching 70 now as we closer to 8 o'clock. And same thing here, maybe in towards the lower 60s in Torrington and up towards Hartford. So a little cooler there. And that, I think, I'm a meteorologist, but I'm just, I followed weather for 20 plus years of my life. I think this is maybe a little bit of a cold front kind of slowly dipping down, and it's kind of drying out the air a little bit, making it a little bit cooler up in our northern flanked sections of Torrington and Monticello and so forth. And that's why I think it's holding this rain back from moving further up to the north and overspreading the entire tri-state area. So this is John's forecast for today. Again, morning and early afternoon showers, mainly there in South Jersey, as we showed you. Temps are a little bit cooler today than they were yesterday. Temps were up into the mid to upper 80s in most places, maybe in around 90 in certain areas and locales. So upper 70s to just right around 80 degrees here for your Thursday. Here's your potential weather threats. Again, we see the showers here in southern New Jersey. Tomorrow looks good. Saturday, possibly a shower south of our area again. Sunday and Monday, we are looking good. And here's your exclusive 7-day weather forecast for the tri-state area. Again, 82 for today, 86 for tomorrow, about 83 on Saturday. Then Sunday and Monday look good. Some golden suns there, 81, 86. But then it starts to get warmer towards midweek, up to 90 on Tuesday and almost 91 with our next chance of showers on Wednesday. And I think in some areas, or most areas around the tri-state, we actually do need the rain. We really haven't had a whole lot of rain. It's kind of a wet spring, but it's kind of the rain gauges have kind of dropped in certain areas. You can even see it on the grass as well. It's starting to get a little brown. So we definitely need some of the rain. We'll have another check of that forecast in less than 30 minutes. So thank you, Johnny. We're also sponsored this half hour by Travels with Darley. You can watch her program on PBS Great, Amazon Prime, Wondrum, and Ovation TV's Journey. Also on NJPBS with their new program called Look Up with Darley. It's about architecture and a lot of interesting things in the city of Newark, New Jersey. So catch that again on NJPBS. You can go to her website, darley-newman.com. Darley goes around the world showing you the best places for your vacation and for adventure. There's a lot of adventure type vacations, biking and hiking and mountain climbing and rock climbing and horseback riding, all kinds of interesting and fun stuff. It always gives you that local flavor, really finds that little diamond in the rough, if you want to call it. Really talks to the locals. And that's what makes her program, sets her apart from all the other travel programs. Is really gets that very local flavor. Sometimes finds a local guide, somebody actually who lives there 24/7, and really gives you a great perspective as far as what it is for a different city around the world to actually go and visit. And again, trying to, blend in with the locals, so to say, really get that history and just the interesting facts and figures about a local community for your vacation. So that is Travels with Darley. Thank you for being a sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. And let's show you a small sample of Darley's work. And this is going to be from her season that's on her newest season, which is season 9. So enjoy.
I'm Darley Newman, and we're in Albany, New York, Charleston, South Carolina, Selma, Alabama, Colorado, Hayward, Wisconsin, at the site of the Lumberjack World Championships.
We're road tripping across the USA on epic trails for adventure.
If I were on the battlefield, I would have run.
Cuisine.
It smells really good. Wow.
You got one?
I got a jalapeno in there.
History.
Prior to this canal opening, boats to get to the center of the country had to go down around Florida and up the Mississippi.
Dr. Martin Luther King delivering his amazing "How long, not long" speech.
And culture.
Where's Bob Ross when you need him?
Discover what's in your own backyard on an all-new season of Travels with Darley.
Those are good. Cattails, who knew? Wow, 6th generation.
Yes.
Amazing.
120 proof smooth, right?
1, 2, 3.
So that's just a small sample of Travels with Darley, again, on PBS Create, Ovation TV's Journey, Wondrum, and Amazon Prime. And you can head over to darley-newman.com for more information. Okay, so let's get back to our program here this morning. The 7-day weather forecast. So let's come off of the forecast here this morning. I'm just all over the map. I don't know if it's the humidity or what the story is. Let's sort of speaking of weather, let's show you some of the observations here this morning. And you can see Monticello. Look at Monticello at 61. Again, I know they're kind of at elevation, but that's a fairly comfortable temperature for this time of the year. That's really nice. Montgomery, Orange County Airport at 65, 68 at Stewart, Poughkeepsie coming in at 65, and Central Park at 72. Let me see if I can show you Connecticut. I don't know if it goes up as far as, so 69, lower 70s here at Tweed, White Plains. Just trying to see if we had anything up towards the Litchfield County area. Let's do this. Let's go out towards Montauk on the east end. Looking at 68 degrees, 67 at Block Island and Fair. Some overcast skies. Again, these observations are about almost an hour old, so I just missed it. So now here we're looking at here's the rain we were mentioning just a moment ago. Heavy rain, fog, and mist. That was an hour ago in Wilmington, in Delaware. Some light rain at Dover and Belmar, Farmingdale, as well as Mount Holly at 71. So temperatures are being held back because of the rain here into the lower 70s. We'll do another check of that, the temperature list in just a few moments. Let's go back to New Jersey now. I want to check up on our situation there on the AC Expressway. They're still saying there is an accident there. It doesn't look like it's really tying traffic up terribly. That is just before it turns into Route 42. And the turnpike, this is a couple hours old here. I think that, again, all lanes are open and there's no delay. No delay whatsoever. Let's go to the cameras in New Jersey. We'll just check out a few selected areas. And again, some of this is just, for weather purposes. Let's go to the southernmost parts of the state first. Let's see what 47 has to offer us here this morning. in Dennis Township. See if there's any rain here in Western Cape May. Yeah, a little light rain this morning. Nothing to get terribly excited about. You know, again, it's just a little bit of light rain here. 47 at Route 9, 347. I don't think that camera works. Oh, no, it does. Look at that. So again, there's some light showers. We'll go to 42 now. This is that AC Expressway situation. They're still saying a crash in the shoulder, but I don't see anything. So again, a soggy start to the morning ride here at 55. It's just an ugly beginnings to the morning commute. Let's go to 52 out to Ocean City. See what the deal is there. And of course, that camera doesn't work. And that one doesn't work either. And yeah, just an ugly start here in beautiful Ocean City along 52. I wanted to go to Route 9 down in Cape May. You're at 109. We'll check that scene out. So it looks like the rain is kind of shut off here, really at the southern terminus of Route 9. We'll go to 72 or Route 9 now on the approach into Long Beach Island. Oh, that's pretty ugly looking. That is not a fun ride. And then we'll bring it all the way up to Ernston Road here in Middlesex County. Let's see if things are drier here. Again, it's just that south of this area, Old Bridge, Sayreville. That's where you're seeing that showery activity, as Anna has mentioned there in the Homedale area. It is starting to get a little soggy for your morning ride. Let's continue. Let's go up towards 80. I'll show you what the deal is here over by 287. This is going to be dry, so that is fine. Just a little bit of a cloudy start to our morning ride. We'll head out to Patterson now. This is 80 at Route 20. Give you a glimpse there. Maybe even starting to see a little sun kind of peeking through the clouds. Certain areas. Let's take a look at where we're going to go next, Smitty. We want to go to 17. Let's show you 17 here for Alexandra. I'm not sure when she is leaving to head to Paramus, but we will first show you here at Highland Cross in East Rutherford. And that is in fine order there. This is as you come up towards Route 80. That also is moving well here at Williams Avenue out by the Bendix Diner. That is also in pretty good shape as well. This is by Moonachie Road and Moonachie. Again, 17 is fine. Even into Paramus, 17 at the Parkway. We're also moving along at a really good pace there this morning. Not a whole lot of action. So Alexandra, you are in good shape. Let's go to Route 4 because this is the cameras that are on 99% of the time. It's on Route 17. That's 17 heading up to 208 going north. And this is actually East 4 at 17 also is in good shape. So again, roadways are dry and that section is off to a pleasant start. Let's go to the, where am I going to go? Parkway. We'll show you down in Cape May. See if we got a little rain here. I think we do. Yeah, just a light spritz. Nothing terrible to write home about, really. This is out at the Barnegat Tolls. A little more moderate rain here coming down. Let's show you the Toms River Toll Plaza. We'll check the vibe there. That's definitely a soggy start to the morning ride. We go to Brick, and I think that camera is out. We'll show you by 195 now. There's just some selected shots, and it's just a little drizzle here. Not dizzle, drizzle. This is 116 out in Anna territory. This is out by, that's actually the Art Center, the parking lot. So, again, just a little bit of a light spritz, but really nothing terrible to get terribly excited about. I've only said terribly excited about 5 different times. All right, so we're right here at 8 o'clock here this morning. Let me change the banner. Whoops, because we were going to wrap up things here at 8:30 as I set up for the New Jersey Morning Show coming up at 9 a.m. on Facebook and or YouTube. whichever you prefer. It is definitely a steamy start here in the traffic center. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome. Happy Thursday, everybody. Again, you've seen, some of the rain there in South Jersey, basically south of the Driscoll Bridge. That's what we're seeing. And probably even now further south, the heavier showers are really like in Ocean County, Atlantic County, Gloucester County, parts of Burlington County, Mercer County, seeing. And no, we didn't have an earthquake. My hand hit the table and the camera's starting to go all over the place. But nonetheless, that's really the only thing kind of slowing traffic down. It's fairly quiet morning, and as I say that, I probably just jinxed myself, and things are gonna pop off the maps. But really the top story has been New Jersey Transit, up to 30-minute delays into and out of the city because of some earlier track work, and then also a broken down train to keep in mind. So again, that is just a bit of an issue for our transit customers. We are sponsored again in part this half hour by we're going to put both sponsorships in here this morning. Travels with Darley, as well as the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com, as well as Darley-Newman.com. Again, we're wrapping up here in about a half an hour's time. I know I came on just a bit late, but just trying to get things set up here this morning. Was just behind the 8 ball, I guess. I don't know what the story is, but nonetheless, we are here for you. All right, so let's go back to the cameras, or what was the camera there on the Parkway. Oopsie. We will go here to the incident page, and let's see here now. We've got a crash in Upper Township on the Parkway. I don't think there's a camera here, but this is around exit 40, although I believe that there... Yeah, no cams there. Did I even click it? Yeah, I did. Okay. I'd be very hard pressed to see that that's going to cause any kind of a delay whatsoever, but we'll check it out in real time. I believe it's right in here. So no, it's further up. Sorry. It's up in this section here. Now that looks good. Again, it's just the weather. AC Expressway is fine. As we get in towards the 42-55 interchange, it's not so much the volume in this section. I think right now it's really the weather is really wreaking havoc on the morning commute at 42 in Deptford, Gloucester Township, getting up towards Belmar, and 295 between about exits 26 all the way up through about 33 or so is just a solid ride. All the lower Delaware River crossings are going to be in fairly decent order. Again, it's this kind of breadbasket here through the Pine Barrens, McGuire Air Force Base. This is where we're dealing with the showers, the heavier rain here this morning, and now the Parkway is starting to slow up just a bit in the Brick area by 89. But other than that, traffic is in fairly fine order. We're actually starting to see, I just saw this red here on 202. Looks like we may have an accident here at Route 22 and the Bridgewater Commons Mall. So let's go to the cameras, because I know there are cameras there. We go to US 22. We come down here, US 22 right there. It's here at Mountain Avenue, is close enough to Route 22. Yeah, you can. Well, let's just see here. Let's just blow this up. All right, so this is westbound 22 at the 202-206 interchange. So all this traffic is getting on to 202-206, but I thought that would be going southbound here this morning. So I'm not quite sure why this is as slow as it is. I thought the northbound exit was on the other side, but you can see this heavy stop traffic in here. That is the issue for what's being reported as a crash out by the Bridgewater Commons Mall. Again, why this is heavy heading south is probably just some congestion, not so much rubbernecking, or, well, maybe because they may be coming around this corner and you may be able to see what's going on with the crash with the flashing lights. That's more than likely why this ramp is as slow as it is, getting onto 202, 206 south. But it looks like it's coming just on that southern end of the Bridgewater Commons Mall as you head out to 202, 206 going north, basically in front of the parking lot there in Bridgewater. So that is a new incident just coming into the traffic center. We will go to the maps here this morning, and the maps, the DOT. Nothing being reported yet. I would imagine that just literally happened within minutes ago, because the I don't know what troop it is for New Jersey State Police. They are right here. That is don't know off the top of my head what troop that is, but they are literally like 1,000 feet from wherever that crash is. So be mindful of that. Coming up out of Bridgewater on 202 is going to be a bit of a heavy ride for Reddington Branchburg here this morning. You may want to, maybe get off here at Route 28 and go back up this way by Country Club Road. That could be an option, or Milltown Road and bring that back over to Route 22, or Reddington Road could be a bit of an option there for you. Other than that, 78, 206, Chester Flanders, 80 is clear, so is 287. We do have some congestion here, some pretty heavy delays here on the Parkway. That's getting through that long-term repair. Let me show you the Parkway camera. They're on the tower at 142 in the Union Tolls. It's going to be right here. Let's see which way they've got it. And you can see south here really crowded into Morris Avenue and Route 22 in Union. Again, that's because the road splits with the repairs being done in the center of the roadway. It's the bridge repairs, and I'm not quite sure when that road work is scheduled to finish up. You know what? Let me see here. Let's see if they have any. Let's see if they have info. Any info? Speaking of info, actually, the George Washington Bridge, the upper level, is going cashless tolls. I believe it's on Sunday, because that's when they usually do things, are on Sundays. So that's going to be very interesting there. Let's go to the Parkway projects, because I'm just curious myself as far as when this thing wraps up. Interchange 105. Here it is. Bridge deck and medium barrier reconstruction 140, 143. Consumer 27 completed in 2023. So wow. So there's still almost another, depending on what it is, could be another 6 to 8 months with this mess. Oh yeah, that is also a pretty extended project, almost 2+ years, but it had to be done. There's no question about that. This just says completed in 2023. That could be a full year and a half from now. It could be the end of next year. I don't know, but it just really screws traffic up big time. I think once they get the center section completed and they move everybody to the right or to the left, I think it'll make things a little bit easier, instead of having to figure out, which way you're going to go. And all of a sudden, if you get on the right side, oh my gosh, I can't go through all the way through, or to the left, or people panic and whatnot. And anyway, I digress. Westbound 78, a little heavy here, getting out towards Route 24. Both ways to 280 at the Stickle Drawbridge. That's going to be a sluggish ride. Turnpike is good. Let's run down our Hudson River crossing. Still on average about 15 minutes or so, 15 to 20. Pretty much uniform there, about 15 minutes across the board, not even that at the George. So we are in holiday mode. Holiday road. Oh, no. Don't get me singing. Holiday road, and that's it. So transit's still up to 30-minute delays with the earlier Amtrak repairs and that broken down train in one of the Hudson River tunnels. So definitely look for that. Could be a bit of a little bit of a problemo. So let's do this now, since we're only going to be on the air here for about another 20-25 minutes or so. Let's do this. Let's run down our 9-box cameras here for Staten Island first. Take you over towards the ride to the cashless tolling at the Brooklyn Bridge. See, that's the scary part, is that they can just build these gantries like that. They could toll anything. They could toll your driveway if you want. It's just the technology is there now. You don't need cash. You don't need toll takers or anything like that, or cash with tickets and what have you. So West Shore Expressway out by Bloomfield Avenue is moving well. Highland at Arden is good. The approaches to the outbound Outer Bridge Crossing are fine. So is the SIE here at Clove Road. Staten Island Expressway Richmond Avenue is fine. Victory, over at Jersey Street is looking good. On West Shore, the West Shore Expressway out of Fresh Kills Creek also is a good ride. Let's go to Brooklyn now. And I think we know what we're going to see. Not Brooklyn Quartermain. I still love the General Hospital instead of just Brooklyn Quartermain. They call it Brooklyn. They put the space in between. It's funny. And she's supposed to be from Brooklyn, right? The character. Bell Parkway at Bay 8th Street is good. Bell Parkway at Flatbush. The BQE here at Hamilton Avenue. And the Gowanus is just stacked and packed. What else is new? BQE going south here over by the Brooklyn Bridge is heavy. Inbound in the trench. It seems like every morning that's the exact same picture that we show you. It just never eases out, right? BQE here at Atlantic Avenue is fine. There is the BQE over by the exit for the Williamsburg Bridge. The Gowanus here is it's slightly sluggish here through Industry City. It really just crowds up into the Prospect, but that is just normal traffic for this time of the morning. Let's head on over towards Manhattan. Take a look at the Queensboro Bridge now. The lower roadway there is a bit busy, about 10 to 15 there. 5th at 49, 7th at 34th is good. The FDR here at 127th and the RFK is a little bit slow as you approach all the way down into 96th Street. FDR at the Brooklyn Bridge is also going to be a very good ride. The Henry Hudson 125th at 96th Street is fine. The West Street area out by the Intrepid also is going to be moving well. Let's go on over towards the Bronx here this morning. We'll take it to where are we going to go here? The Bruckner out at Castle Hill Avenue is rolling along a little bit slow. Same thing on the Bruckner and the Bronx River Parkway going south. The BRP here at 174th is fine. The CBX there at the BRP is out. Deegan at Willis heading north is busy. And then this actually is moving well in the Cross Bronx here over by Jerome Avenue, Webster Avenue. Then the outbound side to the George is awfully busy. I'm going to check up on the maps here in a minute just to see if something was happening underneath the apartments. Again, at 230th, Henry Hudson is fine. And we finish up with Queens cameras. You're at 812. Go to the Belt at 158th Avenue in Jamaica is good. There's the BQE over at Broadway. This is the eastbound, westbound LIE. I mean Grand Central. Westbound Grand Central 188th is going to be a little bit slow. The Jackie Robinson at Forest Park Drive is good. There's the approaches to the Queens Midtown Tunnel. Looking at about 15 to 20 minutes on the expressway here at Queens Boulevard West is heavy. And look at the Van Wyck. Just a disaster both ways here at Hillside Avenue. That's the ramp to the westbound. This is out by the BQE. This is the LIE. That looks pretty good, except for the upper level there, the BQE. And then we go towards our bonus camera. There's the Whitestone Expressway up to the Whitestone Bridge that is heading away is in fair order. So let's go to the maps. I want to bring it on over here. Outbound George. Let's go back to the cameras here now. We'll just call this page up and we will do this. Let's go here. Spin it on over there. Right in here, because we'll get a better look at this. It's just heavy, really. I don't really, not particularly picking up anything here this morning. So the upper roadway, just a heavy ride. Not much you can really do about that. Side at 178. I was thinking maybe I could see really the. May have been something that just happened underneath the apartments there. Just just a few moments ago. But at this point, I'm not really, it's just, I think there definitely was something there, but now it is gone. Let's go back to New Jersey now really quick, because I just want to check up on the rain of how much of an impact that's having. It looks like we are seeing another crash here south at New Gretna, south of 25, another crash, and then north, another one at 72, but all the lanes are open there. So definitely be quite mindful of that. Let's go out to Long Island now. Some of our late arrivers to the party. West on the Southern at 110 is a little bit slow. Eastbound into the Meadowbrook is a little bit heavy. West on the LIE at the Northern State Connector is busy. A fairly congested ride here in Syosset at 135. And then some more volume pushing from 60 on over through about exit, I'd say 55 or so in that area. Then the Sandy Coast starting to get a little busy north of the Southern. Sunrise Highway here out through the Hamptons, Southampton, on over towards Watermill and Bridgehampton is also going to be a quite a busy ride. Let's go up here this morning to Connecticut, and again, a fairly, heavy ride from about 16 down through about exit 5, and then a little bit busier here in Bridgeport from 27 down through about 24. Merritt Parkway is heavy from, I'd say, south of 44 through 41, then continuing down through about 35. Let's just check the incident page to see if anything has cropped up here this morning. Just so, whoa, there we go. Hold on. 3 vehicle crash south at 25. Okay, so let's do this. We'll go to the cameras, check that out in real time, as Rick Conti says. I think it's page 4. This is out at 28. No, it's further down. But again, you can see the further north you go here into Connecticut, the sunnier it gets. Here. There she is, Jim. Why that's saying that the camera is going north? It's going south. I'm just a little lost here now. Say the least, right? 8:17 is our time. Again, we're sponsored by the Cranford Knoll Bean Creamery, as well as Darley Newman and her wonderful program of Travels with Darley. We'll get to the weather in just a moment, but they're saying south between 25 24. It must be in that no camera zone here, at least on the website. This is another broken down vehicle on the white lines here of the zebra stripes, heading on up towards that's north at 27. That's a separate incident here this morning. So there is camera 47. So it's really 40. Camera 46 would have the accident there south of 20 into 25. So if they would move this camera to the other side, you may be able to see it. But that's kind of the deal here of why this is as heavy as it is, because it's, right in there is where we're getting a little bit hit hard here this morning. We'll take a look at the Hudson Valley now. Westchester is fine except for the Hutch into Weaver Street. I just lost the mouse. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, trouble. There we go. We got it back. So let's see here. Out through really North Avenue, Webster Avenue. Again, it is going to be a slow ride. Mill Road. It's really where the heaviest of our traffic is here this morning on the Hutch. We go to 287 New England Thruway. We are going to be fine. East on 287, a little heavy into White Plains, but that's about it. Rockland County on the Thruway, 202, that is clear. Route 6, Monroe, Chester, 84, Port Jervis, Goshen, Beacon Bridge, and Fishkill is clear. Seeing some delays here west on 84. I think that was that crash that was at the top of this list here on 84, and I think I just missed it. Or no, I guess not. There's just a lot of delays here on the westbound side Yeah, 8 through 4. I think there is a crash. That's way too heavy for this time of the morning in that stretch of 84 into the Route 7 interchange. All right, so with all of that said here this morning, let's bring in our forecast for the morning ride. Again, brought to you by first by Travels Charlie and also Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. But our forecast was provided by the one and only Mr. John Rocco, our Rutgers meteorologist, student in training, and president of the Rutgers Weather Watcher Club. You know, we got to bring Johnny's music in here. That this morning. The Ducks. There it is. There we go. I think you got it. So again, as you saw, you know, we showed you the radar returns as far as our rain is concerned. So here in South Jersey, again, south of the Driscoll Bridge, is really the heaviest of our showers here this morning. Map, come on. Go up. There we go. So it's, you know, slowly moving to the south and east. So starting to dry up now in towards where Anna is there in Homedale. You know, earlier she said she saw some showers, but the bulk of it, the rain is here. Southern New Jersey, South Jersey, looking at some moderate to steady rain, Long Beach Island, Southern Ocean County, parts of Burlington County, Gloucester County, into Salem County, and then we go over towards Atlantic and Cape May counties, Atlantic City actually raining. Fairly steady rain there this morning. So again, that is what we are dealing with. For the most part, Hudson Valley, Long Island, and the city and Western Connecticut, you know, we're looking at some partly cloudy to sunny skies as we make our way towards our temperature gradient map, looking at the mid to upper 70s here in New Jersey with a humid, sticky feel to the air. The upper 70s here in the 5 boroughs this morning. Mid 70s or so, 73 to 75. That's our gradient out to the island, right around 73, 74 degrees now in this 8 o'clock half hour, and a little cooler up towards the northern sections, Poughkeepsie, Patterson, 68, Middletown at 70. We'll show you some of the reporting stations. You know, Monticello is almost at about 61 degrees. That's a nice crisp start. 62 degrees here in about 66 now in in Torrington, I should say, and in Hartford, about 68 and 71 there in New Haven. Let's show you the forecast for today, morning and early afternoon showers. Again, mainly here in southern New Jersey. I would think, depending on how fast these showers are moving to the east and south, you know, maybe by, you know, 11 o'clock or so, 11:30, that you may be clear of most of this. Now, whether there's anything else behind this, I'm not quite 100% sure. It doesn't look like it, you know, out to the east, to the west, I should say. So I'm going to say probably by lunchtime at best, you'll be clear of those showers in South Jersey with temperatures, again, with a cloud cover hanging into the upper 70s to right around 80. Again, some showery activity here in the southern half of the state for New Jersey, at least, but the rest of the area seems to be dry. Friday is going to be looking good. Some possible showers on Saturday, and then Sunday and Monday are fine. Here's the exclusive 7-day weather forecast for the Tri-State Traffic Show. Looking at about 82 today, 86 for tomorrow. Possible showers to the south at 83, and then some golden suns there for Sunday at 81, 86 on Monday. Then it starts to warm up midweek, once again, right around 90. But hey, it's, you know, July 12th, 13th. What do you expect? I mean, you know, the bigger story is if it was 68 degrees on Tuesday, you know. So summertime here in New Jersey and New York City and Long Island, Hudson Valley and Connecticut. So this is what we're up against. We thank Johnny Rocco for the forecast here this morning. All right, so with that said, let's put our sponsorship banner back in. We want to come off of the radar because it's just chewing up the memory here this morning of my old workhorse computer, you know, like a 67 Chevy. We will come off of this, and we'll put the music, take that off for right now. So we want to go back to our maps because, we'll do right now. We only have about another 5 minutes or so because I have to set up for the other show. And it's fairly quiet across the board. I don't want to show the enhanced radar. What am I doing? I already did that, Jim. We'll show you some of the observation lists here, looking at EWR almost at 80 degrees already. At overcast, Gabreski out on the island, 72. Overcast skies there in Somerville, Teterboro, and Trenton into the lower 70s. It's up here in the Hudson Valley list. That's the wrong one, but you can see there into the lower 70s for Bridgeport, as well as Tweed and Westchester County. It's here, Monticello, 62. 90% humidity, but that's a nice, fairly refreshing feel to the deal. And we go to Atlantic City. This is where, we're seeing this rain this morning in Millville, light rain at PIA at 71, Atlantic City Airport, light rain at 71. So you may see some minor flight delays there. Wildwood, McGuire, 69 and 71. All right, so let's do our whip around of our incidents. We first started off in New Jersey, and we will take you first here to a couple of issues this morning. The first is going to be that 202 situation. So now they have finally got information on that issue on 202 northbound 202, 206 in front of the Bridgewater Commons Mall. We've got a lane down there, a couple of accidents here where it's not really tying traffic up terribly, but again, roadways are slick and wet on the Parkway here at 63A for 72 in Stafford in Southern Ocean County, also north of the new Gretna Toll Plaza. Then a Parkway crash going south out by exit 25 from Upper Township. So look for that. I don't know what this accident they're still saying is there because we've looked at that camera 3 times. There's nothing there. So let's go quickly back to New Jersey here. Talk to you about the situation. Not Mike, the situations aren't, it's the situation. So there's the vehicle fire. Again, it's out right in front of the Bridgewater Commons Mall, so it's really messing traffic up on westbound 22, that exit, but more of it's coming back to the Somerville traffic circle here with 28, 202, 206 all come into play. We're almost back to First Avenue in Raritan this morning. So just getting through this stretch up to Route 22, probably going to run you maybe another 20 minutes or so. So be really careful here this morning. If you're south of this, out by the Char Steakhouse, I would probably get on to First Avenue and take that back up through towards Country Club Road and then reconnect with 22 and then head east there. I think that's the better play. Same thing here on 20206. I would say stay around the Somerville traffic circle and then head back on west on 28. That is to avoid all of this delay here. Just stay out of this whole section. Once you're in here, you really have got nowhere to go, unfortunately. There's just no way to get out of the line of all this line of fire, literally, because it is a vehicle fire that is still being tended to here this morning. All right, so we've got the issues in New Jersey. Let's run down the New York City incident list. I think was fairly quiet the last time we looked. Hopefully the computer will cooperate with us this morning. It is not cooperating. I don't know why. No, New York City incident list. Wow, this computer is just blowing up here this morning. The Bronx Whitestone Bridge accident's long gone. I don't know what they're talking about there. Let's go to the Long Island incident page, shall we? Check out the vibe here. It's processing. Come on. There we go. LI East at 110, the shoulder is blocked. That's not going to do any kind of damage there. Hudson Valley now. The sprain, another broken down vehicle. That's for the parkways are just something else. I don't know if it's just bad road service or what, but people just can't drive. I don't get it. Another broken down vehicle on the sprain by Secor Road in Greenberg. Again, this is all shoulder work, except for this on the Taconic out by Croton Reservoir. That's going north, again, heading north. One of the 3 lanes are going to be out of service here this morning. And then we'll finish up with the Connecticut list of incidents here on a Thursday. just our typical delays in Bridgeport. Looks like our crash was cleared getting into 25, so 27, 25. And then we got 17 through 5 in Westport, and then through Trumbull, 44 to 37 on the Merritt Parkway is definitely going to be a sluggish ride as well. And again, transit here this morning. So looking up to, it's on or close to schedule. So that's the freshest update there. Is going to be on or close to schedule with residual delays with trains already en route. Again, following that earlier Amtrak repair, we'll go to the MTA very quickly here because I have to wrap up some reroutes here on the 245 and the F train. But Metro North, and Long Island Railroad are on or close to schedule. All right, friends, that is going to do it here for the big Thursday edition of the Tri-State Traffic Show. Appreciate everybody who has joined us here this morning. Again, please like, subscribe the YouTube channel. Let me see if I can bring that up for us very briefly here this morning as I can get this to come up. Again, this computer is really hitting the brakes now. I don't know why. Let's see here now. Tri-State, come on. Help if the keyboard's connected, right? So here now. So yes, this is the page. That is the Tri-State Traffic Show YouTube channel. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers here, and this is the other. Take a look at our first video here for a car review. So for the size of the channel, 167 views, not too bad. We're trying to do a bunch of other things as we progress with the channel. So please like, subscribe, see how many people we can get to subscribe to the channel. Doesn't cost you anything. Certainly helps out myself and Johnny Rocco in the Weather Center to kind of keep this thing going. So, really love what we do, but we need a little bit of help from the public, from our viewers here. Just to please subscribe to the YouTube channel, because after you get past a certain point, it puts it into an algorithm and maybe opens up this channel a little bit wider to a broader audience here for what we're doing. So, certainly be of a very, very big help if we could do that. So thank you to everyone who's already subscribed, or 81 subscribers. Let's even get to 100 here. Let's, I don't know if I have anything to give away, but maybe for 100 subscribers, some people give away something at 100,000 subscribers or 1 million subscribers, whatever, but maybe we'll do something for 100. I'm not sure. But anyway, we thank everybody who joined us here this morning. Make sure you follow me over to NJ On Air on Facebook and YouTube, and their webpage, njonair.com, for the New Jersey Morning Show coming up here at the top of the hour. With that said, right now, O'Donn's got to go, and we will see everybody tomorrow. Have a terrific Thursday, everybody.